Happy Wednesday. What's up? What's up? What it do? Today's February 16th. Shouts out to everybody that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. I appreciate that. Appreciate that love. Appreciate that support. All right. Twitter @_ Clarence Jones. Follow me. I'll follow you back on Twitter @_ Clarence Jones. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Clarence Jones Sports Media. I really appreciate you listening and downloading and showing that love, man. All right, it's a happy Wednesday for me, and I hope it's a happy Wednesday for you. All right, Super Bowl 56. Want to dive right into it, man. It was so good. It's worth talking about for like another week, right? Man, it was a great game. I enjoyed it. Had no clue the game would have been 23-20. I think I might have had, what did I have? 34 Rams, 23 Bengals. You know, great game. But let's dive right into it. But first, I want to talk about OBJ. All right. Same thing, Super Bowl topic. You know, OBJ went down with the injury. You know, we were all pissed, right? I mean, I know I was like, dang, you know what I mean? Like I was pissed, man, because I wanted to see OBJ out there, doing his thing on the Super Bowl, big stage. But I don't want to talk about the injury he suffered. I want to talk about admitting my wrongs. You know, we as sports fans and sports media, we seem to sometimes can have a hard time admitting when we were wrong. You know, we always want to be right. But I don't know about you, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and say it. I was wrong about Odell Beckham Jr. Okay, last year on my podcast, when the rumor, broke that, OBJ wanted out, he wanted to leave Cleveland, I was like, for what? It's his fault, and, he's causing all this drama in the locker room, and he's blaming Baker for this. He's blaming Baker for that, blah, blah, blah. He's messing up the Browns, locker room, on and on and on. And when the trade finally went down, was it a trade or free agent or something? Anyway, he got the, LA. I think the Browns cut him, I want to say. I think the Browns cut OBJ. I don't think it was a trade. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think they cut him. They released him. So when the Browns released OBJ, and we were all thinking, maybe, I know I was like Packers, man. Like, that's OBJ, Aaron Rodgers. Why not go to the Packers? And, I couldn't see no other team. And he went to the Rams, and I was like, why would you go to the Rams? You're not going to get much targets. You already got Cooper Kupp over there. Robert Woods at the time before he got hurt, he was there. Van Jefferson. I'm like, I don't see how OBJ can eat over there. Then time played out. Time played itself, and Robert Woods got injured, and OBJ took that, spot, filled that in, and did a great job. Not a good job, but he did a great job, right? And the rest was history, man. He made plays on the field when he needed to, got touchdowns, and he was a big playmaker out there on that field. He definitely opened up more opportunities for Cooper Kupp, because it's kind of like a pick your poison thing with the Rams. Do you cover OBJ and double Kupp, or do you cover Kupp and double OBJ? What do you do? Then you got Van Jefferson who can get off at any time. So at the time, man, I was like, this is not going to work. November, December, I'm like, no way this is going to work for the Rams. So, yeah, I was wrong about OBJ. I was like, wow, it actually worked out. He performed big, and like he just got on the Rams roster and just, ride the bandwagon and, been a rah-rah guy on the sideline. He backed it up, He did his thing out there on the field. And I got to give credit where credit is due. So, yeah, man, I was just like, wow, this is awesome. I was wrong about OBJ. And I know a lot of people are not going to admit it. A lot of people, it's hard. But I was one of the ones saying he should have went to the Packers. I thought him, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, I thought that would have been a nice Super Bowl ticket. But what do I know? I was wrong. OBJ went to the Rams, and I'm sure I'm not the only one he proved wrong. He proved a lot of people wrong. and it worked out for him. Not sure what's his plans after this season, whether he's going to stay with the Rams or go elsewhere, but I was wrong about OBJ. It worked out for him. I said when he leave Baker, well, first I blame him, not Baker. I said it was OBJ's fault, not Baker's fault. When he left Cleveland, I was like, okay, why would you leave Cleveland? And then he went to the Rams. I'm like, that ain't going to work. Too many stars over there. So I was wrong in all categories. When he left Cleveland, I was on Baker's side, not OBJ's side. So, yeah, man, he got the championship ring, and he earned it. All the haters out there can say, oh, well, he didn't play the entire game. Hey, he earned it, because if he don't get that touchdown, didn't he score the first touchdown in the Super Bowl? I want to say. Yeah, so if OBJ don't get that first touchdown, Rams don't win that game. That's final score of the game was what, 23-20? Yeah, Rams don't win that game if OBJ don't get that touchdown. So he had a lot to do with that Super Bowl on this past Sunday. So yeah, I was wrong about that. My bad, OBJ. I was wrong. I give credit what credit is due, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right. Let's dive right into Super Bowl 56, man. Like I said, it was a great game. Both teams was giving it their all. I was very surprised by the Bengals offensive line. I was very surprised, because I was one of the ones on record saying the Bengals offensive line could make or break them. Okay, and I was on record saying that they needed to step up, and I thought for the most part they stepped up, at least the first half. And a little bit of the second half they stepped up. Now, that fourth quarter, they got exposed. Last snap of the game, Joe Burrow, they got exposed. But I knew that, that Super Bowl would go down to the battle of the lines. Bengals offensive line and the Rams defensive line. But it was a great Super Bowl. Bengals defense overall stepped up. Rams couldn't run the ball. Rams could not run the ball. It was a great game. Now, the referees getting involved. There were some plays, question marks. Yes, definitely. That T. Higgins pass interference on Ramsey. Don't know how you missed that. I mean, how you don't call that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was crazy. What, that 3rd and 8? No, 3rd and goal on the 8-yard line, fourth quarter. That, what's the linebacker's name? I'm looking for it right now. Logan Wilson. Refs call a flag on Logan Wilson. It was 3rd and goal, 8-yard line, and Rams got the automatic first down. So I feel like the refs, for the most part, the first half, they were kind of afraid to throw the whistle. They were letting the players play. But that T. Higgins pass interference, they should have called that, right? I mean, come on. I get it. It's a Super Bowl. You don't want to cause anything. But what did you did on 3rd and goal with on the 8-yard line? You basically caused the Bengals the game. Who knows? We can make the argument, because a play like what Logan Wilson did, he was holding on cup a little bit. Let's be honest. Let's be real. They would have let that go in the first half, right? First play of the game, second quarter, coming out of, maybe a timeout, or third quarter coming out of halftime. They would have let that go. So if you're going to play that way, call that way, call the game that way, shouldn't you call it the same, whether it's 3rd and goal on the 8-yard line or whether it's 1st and goal on a, whatever? I thought that was messed up. I thought the referees kind of made it about them. And, I was like, man, because pressure would have been on the Rams and Matthew Stafford, at that 3rd and goal, 8-yard line. They don't get that. What they doing on 4th down? They got to go for it, right? Because it was 20-16 at the time? I think it was 20-16 at the time, I think. So, yeah, I kind of felt the referees kind of, oh man, I was like, what are you doing? But for the most part, Super Bowl was good. Super Bowl was great. Halftime performance, man. Oh my God. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, 50 Cent. Surprised. I had no clue. I was thinking Ice Cube was going to be there. 50 Cent came down upside down, performance classic hit in the club. Eminem. I mean, felt like the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? Felt like the BET Awards. I enjoy that. But yeah, man, I mean, I was just like, man, referees, no, don't call that. I mean, what happens if the referees don't call pass interference on Logan Wilson? What happens? Are the Rams champions today? It's a big question mark. But great game. I love it. You know. Now, staying on the Super Bowl, all this Matthew Stafford and, oh, is he a Hall of Famer? You know, Matt Ryan got the, listen to Richard Sherman podcast and everybody else's platform, podcast, radios, television shows, sports shows. Everybody got their own opinion about Matthew Stafford. And most people I'm hearing, hey, he's not a Hall of Famer, blah, 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 this. You know, what he did in Detroit all those years. He had Megatron. Look, I hear all that. But can we, well, can't, not we, because I ain't the one knocking him down, talking about, oh, he's a Hall of Famer or he's not. So I'm going to ask you, can you just let Matthew Stafford enjoy this moment? Can you let him enjoy his first Super Bowl? Can you let him be happy? I mean, come on. I mean, it ain't been a week yet. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been a week yet. And we're already getting, oh, is he a Hall of Famer? He's not a Hall of Famer. Matt Ryan's at least an MVP. Matthew Stafford, this. I don't care about that. Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback that I would love and wish he was playing for my Atlanta Falcons. Since you want to talk about Matt Ryan so much, Richard Sherman, no disrespect to Richard Sherman, I like Richard Sherman. But since you want to talk about Matt Ryan so much, I don't know about other Falcon fans, but I'll be willing to swap Matthew Stafford for, Matt Ryan for Matthew Stafford. I give you Matt Ryan for Matthew Stafford. Like, I feel like we get carried away in this Hall of Fame stuff too much. Hall of Fame. I mean, it's okay not to be a Hall of Famer. I don't watch sports to put people in the Hall of Fame. I watch athletes from all over, whether they're Hall of Famers or not. If you're a good athlete and you put on a good show, you win games, you help your team out, that's good enough for me. I'm not going to be the one 20 and 30 years from now talking about, well, you know what, this guy wasn't a Hall of Famer, so I'm not going to tell my kids about that guy because he wasn't a Hall of Famer. That's not going to be me. Hall of Famer or not, I'm going to let my kid know about some of the best athletes I admire. I've watched from all type of sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, I'm not picking and choosing, this guy's a Hall of Famer, so I'm going to buy that jersey. I'm going to talk. No. Let Matthew Stafford enjoy his Super Bowl. Okay? Can you do that? Can you let Matthew Stafford enjoy the Super Bowl? That's all I'm asking. I mean, they going at him, right? Oh, my God. Literally Sunday night, Monday, yesterday. Oh, is he a Hall of Famer or is he not? What do it matter? He's a Super Bowl champion. You know how many great quarterbacks don't even have a Super Bowl championship? Dan Marino don't have a Super Bowl ring. I'm just saying here. No, I'm not comparing Marino to Stafford. Stop it. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying. Let's not make it all about Hall of Famer. What? Stafford is 34? If he get there, he get there. If he don't, he don't. Well, I think he will get there. Definitely. I think he'll get to the Hall of Fame, but I don't think it's worth, arguing over or going into extra debates trying to prove, well, the reason why he's not because this, and this. Can he enjoy the moment? He won the Super Bowl in his first year with the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford came from the dark, the dust, 12, 13 seasons in Detroit? All them losing seasons, all them injuries he's battled. And the first time he get a chance to come up, started from the bottom, now he here, the first opportunity he get to come up. And when he came up, he won that ring. What are you doing? Talking about he's not a Hall of Famer. Questioning why he's not. Going into all type of seasons and why he didn't. That's kind of hating, man. That kind of sound like hating to me. I'm just saying. Let him enjoy the moment, man. He deserves it. Great quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. And I'm sure whoever your team is, you would love to have Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. Unless your team is a Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, unless you a Bills with Josh Allen, most fans would love to have Matthew Stafford as their quarterback. They ain't going to say it. I'll say it for you. You would love to have Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. Let's not hate the man. Let's celebrate the man. Let him enjoy the moment. First time, winning the championship. When you got a great quarterback like Dan Marino who never won a Super Bowl championship. Let's be easy, man. Let him enjoy the moment. All right. What will make Aaron Donald better than Lawrence Taylor? Okay. What will make Aaron Donald better than Lawrence Taylor? There's another debate that's been going on this past week, last week, this week. And I thought about it. I said, I think if Aaron Donald can get 3 more Super Bowl rings. Now, he's already talking about retiring, so I don't want him to. I think he's too great right now to retire. Far from finish. But at the end of the day, it's his choice. Not ours, not mine, not yours. But looking at the category, Aaron Donald and Lawrence Taylor stack up just well. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't find a difference maker, but okay, Lawrence Taylor has 3 Super Bowl rings, I think. And Aaron Donald just got his this past Sunday. So when the stats are similar or almost similar, what do we need to do when we in these sports debates? Let's go to the chips. Let's go to the chips and let's talk about the chips. Who got the most, who got the least. And right now, I think that's what it'll take for me. I don't know about you, but for me, that's what it would take for me to put Aaron Donald over Lawrence Taylor. Him having 4 Super Bowl championship rings to Lawrence Taylor's 3. If he don't get the 4, Lawrence Taylor will always be on top of Aaron Donald. We can talk about the ifs and is this close? Yeah, it's close. But I think that's what it's going to take. Because if you look at the record, all the awards, Defensive Players of the Year, Aaron Donald got just as many stats, as many awards as Lawrence Taylor got. What's going to split this debate is Aaron Donald getting 3 more Super Bowl rings. Is it possible? Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard in the NFL to get them rings, man. Tom Brady got 7, but it was hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's my weigh in on that. I'm sure you may have other thoughts on what would take to split that tie, but right now I think Lawrence Taylor got the edge because of Super Bowl chips. But if we're just talking without the Super Bowl chips, it's a tie. You know what I'm saying? It's a tie. That's my weigh in. Okay. All right. So I got into the refs early, and I told you about that play. I just felt like the referees going back to Super Bowl, they messed up in the fourth quarter. They messed up on that T. Higgins play. Literally face mask Ramsey. So, but 100% is it 100% referee's fault that the Bengals lost the Super Bowl? No. The offensive line just was terrible. I mean, let's talk about the last play of the game. Bengals, why don't you have Joe Mixon in the game? Okay. Bengal fans, you feel me here. I'm sure you was like, yo, where in the hell is Joe Mixon at? And what's the backup back name? Is it Perron or Perron? Good back. Don't get me wrong. Made some great plays this season, right? I feel you, Bengals Nation. I feel you, Bengal Nation. But you mean to tell me Joe Mixon didn't deserve an opportunity to be in there? It's crunch time. Run the ball. It was third? Was it 3rd-and-1? Where's Joe Mixon at? Last play of the game, 4th down and 4th and 1? Where was Joe Mixon at? That pissed me off. And I'm not even a Bengals fan. I felt like the Bengals took the moment away from themselves. They relied too much on Joe Burrow and putting the ball in the air to Chase and Higgins and Boyd. It pissed me off that they got away from the running game. And I thought that's what they was doing best. Mixon had, was it 15 carries for 72 yards, I think? I don't have the stats in front of me, but Mixon was rolling. He could have been on his way to, who knows, man, 25, 28 carries. 125, maybe 125, 135. Who knows? The Bengals got away from the run, and that hurted them bad. We can blame the referees for the Logan Wilson call. Yeah. But you also got one too. You got a gift from the referees on that T. Higgins, because that was straight dirty. I'm sure T. Higgins know that he was dirty for that. So you can't blame the referees 100% Bengals Nation, because they gave you one and you was lit. If you're a Bengal fan, when T. Higgins caught that ball from Joe Burrow and literally, face smash Ramsey, you was lit. You didn't give a damn about, he had to do Ramsey like that. Oh, that was dirty. You was celebrating with your family and friends and your loved ones. You was lit. You was on social media. You was lit. You know what I mean? So now you go back to 3rd and goal on the 8-yard line, 4th quarter, the Logan Wilson play. What goes around comes around. We can make the argument. Okay. We can make the argument and say that. So that's my, say on that. Bengals got away from the running game. The defense I feel like the defense hold the end of the bargain. At the end of the day, the Bengals defense did enough I felt, for the Bengals to win the game. Now, the Bengals defense wasn't dominant, but they played a great first half. Well, I ain't going to say great, good first half. Surprisingly good first half. 3rd quarter was pretty good, right? 4th quarter, they got exposed. Aaron Donald got loose and they had no answers, right? And they got away from the run and they rely on Joe Burrow and the ball in the air. I ain't saying you don't rely on Joe Burrow, but mix it up, stir the pot. Let Joe Mixon eat, feed Mixon. So they kind of shot them on, they kind of shot their own selves in the foot with that, getting away from the run. Mixon should have been in that game. 4th quarter, last 2 plays, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Mixon should have been in that game with the ball in his hands. Okay. Bengal Nation, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you the truth. That's the way I see it. All right. Yeah, man. James Harden and Ben Simmons trade. That shocked me. That literally happened last week, Wednesday, right when I got done my podcast, like 2 or 3 hours later. And I was like, wow, it finally happened. It finally happened. Ben Simmons to Brooklyn, which I was surprisingly shocked, and James Harden to Philly. Now I'm going to tell you this right here. Brooklyn won a trade because they got Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, who can shoot, Andre Drummond, who can defend the rim, along with Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons can defend all 5 positions. Drummond can defend the rim, and they got some draft picks. Okay, they got draft picks, Andre Drummond, who can defend the rim, Steph Curry, who can shoot it, and Ben Simmons, who can guard all 5 positions. So what? He can't shoot. He can shoot whenever he need to. Maybe not a 3-pointer, mid-range, but his confidence is going to be boosted up more because he's playing with Kevin Durant, the best player in the world. Okay, the best player in the world. Get it right. Get it right. Kevin Durant. He playing with Kyrie Irving, maybe part-time because Kyrie Irving haven't figured out the situation yet. The NBA and the vaccination. But I thought Ben Simmons won the trade. Brooklyn won the trade. James Harden, I just don't know what to say. Great player. But, man, all these switching up teams and getting his way and going here and playing here and, he don't want to be here. I feel like that's a lot. We look back at 5, 10, 15 years from now, and where do we put Harden at? Now, I get it. Players don't supposed to be loyal to the NBA, because teams ain't loyal. Teams will drop you quick as they can pick you up. So I don't mind the players not being loyal and wanting to go play with team after team after team. But, man, when it's always the other person, not you, come on now. With the Houston, he left. It made it seem like it was Houston's fault. With Brooklyn, it made it seem like it was Kyrie's fault and the team this and the team that. What's going to happen in Philly? Joel Embiid is a beast. I like the 2-punch. But I feel like they should have went out and tried to get a guy like Damian Lillard to make it work. I still don't think that's enough to get past Milwaukee, Brooklyn, hell, maybe not even Miami. That may not be enough to get by Miami. Chicago Bulls, hey, look out. I'm just saying, man. I don't like that, for James Harden. I don't see how you get to the championship. I don't even see how you get out the East. How do Joel Embiid and Harden get past Milwaukee? How? How do you get past Brooklyn? All right. Now, the question mark is how is it going to be come playoff time? Will Kyrie, finally get the vaccinate shot, or will he still be only playing, is it road games only and not home games? Now, that's a question mark. That can, if you're a Philly fan, you may feel like, you know what, maybe we can edge by Brooklyn. Okay. Let's say Kyrie, don't play here, but he played, play there. He missed this game, but he'd be back for that game. If you're a Philly fan or a team that's going up against Brooklyn, period, you can dodge and say, we ain't get past Brooklyn. But nah, I think come playoff time, I can see Kyrie getting that vaccination shot and playing home and road games. That's just my opinion. I ain't heard it from nobody, but that's just my opinion, But I don't like that. I don't know, man. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I really want to see how far, how many games, how many championships can this Brooklyn Big Three win, right? We were all feeling like that. They got to win at least 2, 3, right? Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Who would have known they would only play, a total of 16 games together? Ain't that crazy? Can you imagine that happening in Miami a couple years ago with 2010, 2011 when LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh hook up? And they only played just only 16 games. Are you kidding me? 16. And they just go their separate ways. Well, not go their separate. Let's say Bron say I'm out after 2.5 years. 2.5 years, Bron said, you know what, I'm out. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. They were like, huh? Miami stayed together for 4 years. That Miami team, Wade, Bosh, and Bron stayed together for 4 years? And they won 2 chips, 2 out of 4. Could have easily won 3 out of 4. That Brooklyn Nets roster, the Big Three, only played 16 games together. No championship. And like I said, we can point fingers, blame Kyrie or whatever the case. People make jokes about James Harden and his weight. Kevin Durant can't stay, healthy. Or, oh man, if Kevin Durant's feet wasn't on the 3-point line, we can come up with all type of what ifs and possibilities. But at the end of the day, this was a big disappointment for the, Brooklyn Nets. Coach Steve Nash, big disappointment. How you don't keep this 3 together? You figure it out. I don't know what you got to do. I mean, Phil Jackson was able to keep Dennis Rodman together on the Bulls, and he was, we saw The Last Dance. Dennis Rodman was, everywhere but, practice. Missing, Michael Jordan had to come and get him. Was it Las Vegas or something like that? I think Dennis Rodman he went to wrestling or he was doing something. Scottie Pippen and his contract, and Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the mouth or something like that. I mean, all this problems going on. And Coach Phil Jackson was still able to keep things together. So if I'm Steve Nash, I look in the mirror today and like, damn, could I have done more to keep this Big Three together? Could I figure out something? And there's rumors going around saying that Steve Nash was treating Kyrie Irving a little bit different how he would treat Harden. I don't know how true that is or not, but apparently Kyrie got special treatment or better treatment than Harden. I don't know what it is. Doing video discussion, video practice, or when Steve Nash breaking down something. I don't know. Kyrie Irving missing practice. I don't know. But there was some problems in that locker room that made James Harden want to leave. He ain't just decided, you know what? I just want to go to Philly. No. I even heard something about him and Kevin Durant got into it. I don't know what about. Nothing's confirmed, but I'm just saying, man, I don't know about you, but I really wanted to see how far and what the Big Three can do in Brooklyn. Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Yeah, I'm a Pacers fan, and I know we didn't have a chance to beat Brooklyn. Okay. But I just want to see how far they can go. We saw what Miami did with Braun and Wade and Bosh. We saw what Kevin Durant did with Curry and Clay and Draymond. They ran the league. They tore up the league. So it was only fair being an NBA fan, not even a fan of your team. When Not even just a fan of your team, but a fan of the game. What could the big three have done? That's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it. Like, damn, only 16 games together? And they only stayed together 2.5 years, 2.5 seasons, however we want to call it. That's crazy. Crazy. But Ben Simmons in Brooklyn is going to work out fine, I think. And I think this team got a good shot to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to put them in the finals yet because I still think Milwaukee has something to say about that. Okay. That Milwaukee Buck team, that team is, they almost look better than how they looked last year. They don't even have Brook Lopez back yet. That team is scary. So that's something to think about because I'm not ready to put Brooklyn in that finals yet, but I got them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Perfect fit for Ben Simmons. I would have traded Ben Simmons anywhere but Golden State and Brooklyn because those are his best two fits, Golden State and Brooklyn. Because he don't have to shoot the ball. He don't have to shoot the ball. Daryl Morey, general manager of the 76ers, why would you trade Ben Simmons to the Brooklyn Nets? It fit him best. He don't have to shoot the ball. You don't think you'll see him in the playoffs? I don't understand. I don't get it. I know he believed in Harden. He was with Harden in Houston. Daryl Morey, he liked Harden, loved Harden, love his game. But I just think that was a mistake. No way. Okay. No way I trade Ben Simmons to a place where he can fit well at. I trade Ben Simmons to the Kings, something. I figure out something. No way I'll send him to Brooklyn. I would have sent him to the West. I don't know. Who would I send him to? Portland, the Kings. I don't know. Timberwolves, somebody. Just not Brooklyn and not Golden State. But I think it's going to come back. And that trade will haunt Daryl Morey. Is going to haunt Sixers Nation. It's going to haunt them. Sixers Nation is going to haunt y'all. I'm telling you. Wow. I was just shocked. I was like, wow, I think I was more shocked that it happened because we've been hearing this since last year. Remember when Harden was with the Rockets? And we was hearing this, that he could possibly, go to Sixers for Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons with the Rockets. But that didn't went down. Then Harden ended up going to Brooklyn. We thought everything was closed, right? We thought it was, okay, all the rumors are going now. Harden's in Brooklyn, no more possibility of Philly. Then what do we know? Something went down and behind the closed doors with Brooklyn. But in the long run, Philly, this going to hurt. I'm telling you, this is going to hurt. It may not hurt now, but when playoff time come, that game 6, game 7, you mess around, got to meet up with Brooklyn. And Ben Simmons so happened to be the reason why you lose the series. Don't say I didn't told you so. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. Again, follow me. I'll follow you back on Twitter. Let's talk sports @ Clarence Jones. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Clarence Jones Sports Media. I really appreciate you downloading. I really appreciate you listening. Have a great Wednesday. Be safe. Play some sports. Go to the gym, shoot some ball, play some Madden, 2K. And by the way, if you play Madden and you play 2K and you on that PlayStation 5, holler at me. Let me know your game tag name. Let's set up a Madden matchup, 2K. All right. Maybe you're on All Pro though. On Madden, All Pro, 2K, not definitely Hall of Fame. We're not playing on Hall of Fame. Not that good on Hall of Fame. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. I appreciate your support. Peace.